It is Black History Month and I came dressed for the occasion. It took me 30 hours to tie this wrap on my head, but I look and feel fabulous. It's the month of February and I'm so excited for all of the new possibilities. I want to do something special this month. I want to celebrate the life and legacy of the late, great Dr. Maya Angelou. She is one of my earliest influences. I'm a writer, I'm a poet, and I just remember listening to her for the first time and feeling like she was me and I am she. She has made so many contributions, not just to Black history, but woman history, women's history. Her spirit is love, it's grace, it's peace. So for the next 28 days, I'm going to share my favorite quotes and poems by Dr. Maya Angelou, but I'm also going to share some of my own poetry. I've never shared my poems on this public of a platform, but what better way to celebrate a woman who has been such an inspiration to me than to share my art with the world. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm a little behind, so I have to play catch up, but I promise you I'm going to bring you 28 days of Maya Angelou. Are you guys excited? Let's go.
I am grateful to have been loved and to be loved now and to be able to love, because that liberates. Love liberates.
I remember listening to Maya Angelou on Oprah's masterclass where she spoke candidly about her relationship with her mother. And when I listened to that series, it really got me to thinking about the relationship with my mom. So this first poem is really one that is near and dear to my heart. It's called Ode to My Mom. She had me when she was 16 years old. I feel like we grew up together and there was always a bit of a power struggle between she and I. I always felt like I knew better and my mom was like, no, you don't know nothing. I actually know better. Been there, got the t-shirt. So I feel like she's always been trying to instill these values in me. So that I didn't make the same mistakes that she did. But I wanted to learn on my own. I wanted to figure it out on my own. I didn't want her to try to guide me or lead me. I just wanted to figure it out on my own. Growing up, I always remember having nice clothes, big Christmas, and everything I needed. My mom worked 2 jobs while she was going to school. To be so young, she was very ambitious. She moved out of the city and into the suburbs in the early 80s. Drugs and violence were pouring into the city at that time, so she just really wanted to make a change. As I became a teenager, I naturally went through that rebellious phase. Adding to that was the frustration from my mother's previous relationship that I did not agree with. So we struggled in our relationship as I became an adult. For that reason, I had so many expectations and I was very let down by a lot of things that my mom did and didn't do. But when I became an adult, I realized she did the best she could do. She did everything she could do. And once I found that peace, I realized everything she did was everything I needed. Ode to my mom. Mom, you were the first to feel my gentle heartbeat, the first to see my bald head and the color of my eyes. You were the only one who could hush my cries. Unsure of my first steps, but you held me so I could go. You told me that your hope for my life was simply this: be better, do better, live better than I ever could. You have to play the hand you were dealt, you'd always say. Oh, and when you feel like giving up, God will make a way. Selfishly unselfish, your heart is as big as the sky. I'm so grateful for the love you have to give. I know you were afraid I would make your same mistakes. I understand now why you were so hard on me. You were right. Life was cruel and I wasn't prepared. But thank you for always listening and being there. I'm very sure of so many things now, though. Where I'd be without you, that I do not know. Ode to my mom. I had to make peace with the fact that my mother was very young when she gave birth to me, and there were a lot of things she did not know. I needed to lay down the expectations that I had of her, and I needed to just love. And when I laid down the expectation, I realized that she's just a woman. She's got her own fears, her own anxieties. She's dealing with her own struggles. Bonding and the finding peace within that relationship, that sets a lot of us free. I mean, it set me free and allowed me to love her the way that I felt like I needed to love her as a daughter. If I've learned anything from Maya Angelou and her poems and her writings and her teachings, it's love. It's just simply love.
You see, love liberates. It doesn't bind. Love says, I love you. I love you if you're in China. I love you if you're across town. I love you if you're in Harlem. I love you.